Hello and welcome to this Nebraska Crokinole League. Dexterity is going to be the key to victory in this board game battle. The Wizard comes in scoring 1,300 points so far this season, an average of 185 points per game. The Wizard is in second place for points scored this season. Maddox comes in with 1,150 points made. That's an average of 164 points per game. That's 4 points higher than last time we saw Maddox. Not something to brag about, but Maddox is still leading the 5-point ring battle with 17 5 points made. If you give Maddox a chance to hit that open 20 board, he will hit it about 53% of the time. Wizards about 53% of the time, so it should be an even battle in the open 20s. The Wizard comes in with 21 peels so far this season. Pretty average in the league. Having your shooter just fall off the board will not help with this league. Only being 40 games long, and this being game 29. The playoff picture is starting to come into focus. Maddox has 2 wins and 5 losses, holding firm over Tommy still in the West. But he needs to find a win. The Wizard comes in 6-1, leading the East. Playoff spot locked down. It's Maddox who needs the win. Let's find out who wins this week, Maddox or the Wizard. And now that we have all that taken care of, Snoozer and Billy G predicted correctly and took Billy last week. Barracuda and Nat, I completely understand. From day one, I had Maddox winning it all. And the fact that Maddox is struggling for wins is just not something I'm used to seeing, or not something that I really expected at the top of the season. And I don't understand Maddox's problem. I mean, we come in here and Maddox is 2-5. Something's really off. 53%, one of the higher open 20s. He's good in points for, he's good in points against. Stolen points, he's a little low at 140. Stolen points is when you have the hammer, or the other person has a hammer and you win the round. But he should have a lot more wins than 2. And I'm not understanding that at all. As we get into game set number 1 here, Wizard starts it off. Maddox has the hammer this round. The Wizard misses completely. What a terrible miss. This game, I don't even think Maddox is playing difficult games because we're at the end of the season. He's played just about everyone. Why is he unable to pull a win out? It's almost frustrating. And the Wizard comes in dominating 6-1. I didn't have the Wizard coming out as one of the better players this year, but he's already locked in first place in the playoffs. There's a good chance he's just going to make a full run in the playoffs because the East is very light. As we come to the final 2 shots of set 1. 10-30, looks like we might have a tie unless he can sneak this into the 15. And set 1 does fall to a tie. 20-20, very unusual. But we get 1 point each. Going into set 2, you get 1 point for tie, 2 for, oh my gosh, what are we doing here? We have 1 of every color. Oh, and he pulled the purple one. That was oh, and we got the approval of Maddox. That was a magic trick almost. Almost. Maddox starts set 2. The Wizard will have the hammer, meaning he will shoot last this round. As we tied set 1, so set 2, kind of a reset here. And I got off my little rant, so as we get a rebound 20, 8th rebound 20 of his career for Maddox, that's pretty good. Hard peel. I think the Wizard's trying to get back to these open 20s as Maddox is sitting at 53% and the Wizard's sitting at 51%. Very evenly matched. as now we go into the open 20 battle. And we're getting some dust on the disc. That disc must help. Yeah, that was a tongue twister. I'm not even gonna try that again. As Maddox with the unusual miss, 37 of 70 for 53%. As the Wizard does nothing with that and just knocks him around. 55 to 35 for set 2 here. We're getting a higher scoring round than round 1 at least. Good strong takeout from the Wizard. That far 10 is going to be hard to remove. Almost kicked it on its own with a weird bounce for there. 40 to 30, final 5 shots of the round. Open 20 hit again. 42 of 80 for 53%. We are tied 53%, 53% on open 20s by both of these players. As Maddox does get a nice takeout. And the Wizard returns the favor. Gonna be a difficult shot. If he hits, he's probably gonna peel it, and he does. Open shot for the Wizard. Any points gets him the win. And he stabs into 20 to show him what for. 40 to 60. The Wizard wins set number 2, taking the full 2 points. It is now 1 to 3 in favor of the Wizard as we head into set number 3. Wizard will start with the opening disc. The Maddox will have the hammer. The Maddox, I said. That's terrible. Both sitting at 53, 54% open 20s, some of the better. And now we're finally starting to show open 20, open 20. Ooh, disappointing miss from the Wizard. That's a difficult shot. And Maddox just rebounds out. Man. 20 to 35 as he peels. He did not want to peel that. 4th peel of the game, 22nd of his season. As we now have some more dust. And he makes it 45 to 20. Maddox needs to start leaving some on the board, so can't have open 20s here. As we're playing at the top of the board, 20 to 45. Takeout after takeout, takeout. Moving the peg near Greg's side is not what you want to be doing here. These shots are getting longer and longer and more difficult. And sadly, that is removed. That is not an open 20. You have to hit your opponent's disc. 20 to 50. He's going to try to bounce himself in. Does not do it. Final 2 shots for Maddox. Maddox does have the hammer. Does get 1 cleared. 7th takeout of the game. 85th of the season. As the Wizard just peels off. And Maddox misses. 20 to 50 is your final for set number 3. The Wizard takes it 5 to 1. Set 4 is on the line for pride. Not much other than that. As even if Maddox wins, he does not get the win for the game. And to throw some insult into injury, he misses at open 20. Oh, he almost made that rebound 20. Oh, but Maddox shows him how to do it. Rebound 20 made. 35 to 0 right now. As Maddox continues to have some, not Maddox, Gregory has some issues clearing the board. As Maddox misses, never mind. They're both struggling to really get the board clear as we get some more fairy dust going. And a no scratch. That one is on the line, so it only counts as 10, so 20 to 25. As we have one ricochet come flying back in. Eight more shots in the round. Maddox looking around trying to figure out what he needs to be doing here. And that was not it. Miss again. Fourth miss of the game. That's really unusual. As Gregory makes him pay. Open 20 made. 53%. As Maddox pushes one aside. And we're playing on the bottom side of the board now. 20-25. You can't keep playing 20-25s. Oh, and Gregory misses. That's a brutal, brutal miss, and he knows it. Open 20 chance. And it is made. That will kill the game. Maddox pulls the win out. Gregory's final shot means nothing. And does. 40-25 is your final for set number 4. Gregory, the Wizard, Greg wins it 5-3. It felt like a closer match than it was, I think. It wasn't, but Gregory's still dominating in the East. Next week is Cyrus versus Stan. Thank you as always for watching, and we'll see you next time.